Hello, we're going to talk about the seventh string on the seven-string lyre today. The Anglo-Saxon lyre will have 6 or 7 strings. I like 7 because the 7, as you can see, is tunable in 3 different ways. That gives you a lot more sound because the 7th string, this lowest one, acts as a drone, which is a harmony note for the melody. So for starters, you might think, well, we're going to play along here, but we're probably not, because chances are your lyre is not in tune with my lyre. But let me say, if you go to my video called Tuning Up Part 2, you'll see how to tune your lyre properly for the tension your lyre is made for. And then you can continue. And you probably aren't going to be in the same pitch as me, but right now we're going to learn how you can tune your lyre so you have the same, what we call tuning, which is the intervals between the strings. So you can learn to do this. It just might not sound like my lyre. That's the nature of lyres. In one way, they're very easy to play, but in another way, they're hard to learn in a video like this, because maybe these sounds aren't going to be the sounds you hear on your lyre, because lyres come in all different sizes. So if you go to the Tuning Up Part 2 video, you'll see how to tune your lyre. Now, with that said, what I'm going to show you here on this video is how to adjust this string 3 different ways to make a lot of different music. What you're going to see on that Tuning Up Part 2 tuning diagram is what we call the Huckbald tuning. Hucbald, Huckbald. About 1,000 years ago, this tuning was invented, and it's a very simple tuning. All it is if you start in this string, it's the major scale. 6 notes of the major scale. Not all 8 notes, but 6 notes. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. No ti, do. Just do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. What that means is this note is a whole tone from this string. This string is a whole tone from this string. The 4th string is a half tone from this string. Then this is a whole tone from this string, and this is a whole tone from this string. So whole tone, whole tone, whole tone, half tone, whole tone, whole tone. If that still sounds confusing, just go to the video called Tuning Up Part 2, find your string. If you know the name of your string number 1 way up here, you can look at that chart and tune your strings, so you can watch this video and learn how to tune this string. Okay, so go back to the beginning. This video is about tuning this string. We've got these strings tuned to the Huckbald tuning. Okay, like we said, that's a major scale. What does major really mean? Well, major really means that's more of a happy sound, because of these intervals, the way they are. Whole, 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 half, whole, whole. Okay? Doodle, 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 doodle. The 7th string, here's the first of 3 ways I tune it. I tune this string to this string. That's the same note, just an octave apart. Da, da, da. It's the same note. It's this string. We tune this string to this string. It's the first way we do it. And that gives you a nice drone for melodies that start here. They start here. And they play a major scale, the happy sound. Here we go. I'll show you how. See? I played 2 notes. that's a drone string. Okay, that's the beauty of the 7-string lyre. That's a lot of sound there by doing that. That's the first way I do it. Second way I do it is my favorite way. And what I do is I bring this up. I've got a tuning tool that I tune my pegs with. So I'm going to tune that string, that low string. There, I just tuned the low string up to this note. Notice I don't give it a note name of A, B, C, F sharp, whatever. I don't do that because all lyres are tuned differently. So I'm just going to say number 7 string sounds like number 1 string. This is my favorite tuning. The 3rd string, you could call it the 3rd string, or you could call it the 5th string right here, is the main note. You could call it the root note, or the tonic note, or the where we start and where we end note. And that is the minor scale. It's not the happy sound, it's the mysterious sound. Borders on sad sound, melancholy sound, ancient sound. And this note, now that it's tuned to this note, makes a beautiful drone when we play this minor scale starting on this 3rd string. Okay, about 90% of my instruction videos for songs use this tuning. And always in the description I put the note names so you can figure that out, what tuning that I'm using. But most of the time it's this tuning where I tune the drone, the fat string, to the high string. It's a beautiful sound. Okay, the 3rd way I do it is I tune this string up. So I'm going to take a second and tune it up. Okay, I just brought it up a half step. And what that means is if this note were a half step higher, and that means if this note were an A, then I would tune this drone to an A sharp. If this note were an F, I would tune this note to an F sharp. Okay? So it sounds like this. And when I play those strings, it doesn't sound so ancient. That happens to be a major 7th chord, which is a modern sound. That doesn't mean we can't play old sounding music with this tuning. So with this highest of drones now, what that lets us do is a very interesting combination of chords, 3 chords, that sounds like this. You've heard those chords. And it lets us play melodies like this. So here's another example of this sound, these melodic intervals, these textures that we get from this combination of notes. It's different than the other two. For instance, like that. See, that's kind of a relaxing kind of a song. That's one of the songs in the lessons called Dear Departed Love. So, to review, this string can be tuned to this string. This string can be tuned to this string, or this string can be tuned to this string plus a half tone. Okay, I'll say that again. This string can be tuned to this string, an octave apart. This string can be tuned to this string, which is my favorite. It's my favorite tuning. Most of the videos use this. Or this string can be tuned to this string to a half a tone higher than this string to get this tuning we just did. Okay, another nice thing about this last tuning that I showed here, a lot of the Celtic music uses two major chords together that lay side by side. For instance, that's a major chord. That's a major chord. So you get neat sounds like this. See, the drone again is making all the difference. It makes, it's just a magical string, because when you hit one drone string and even one other note, it sounds so full and nice. It sounds like you're hitting 3 or 4 strings even, when you're only really hitting 2. And that's because of the ringing quality of the lyre and just the way the lyre works, where you hear a lot of the harmonics. In other words, little notes coming out of one string. Hard to believe, but that's what you're really hearing. It's a rich sound. So that's the 3 ways I tune the bottom string. And again, it's confusing even to me to say listen and learn, because that doesn't seem to make sense. Because if you were to pluck your lyre right now, you would probably be out of tune with my tuning. But you have to understand that the lyre is simple, except when it comes to teaching lyres, only could we be in tune if you had a lyre exactly like mine in this size and length, okay? You might, but chances are you don't. And that's why on the video called Tuning Up Part 2, I show a diagram where you can see the note names, tune your lyre to the appropriate tension it should be. And then you can watch this video, and like I said, we didn't call these note names, we called them 1, 2, 3, 4. We said whole tone, whole tone, whole tone, half tone, whole tone, whole tone. And that's what that diagram shows. And that's all the music theory I'm ever going to lay on you. So the point of this video is to understand you can tune this string 3 ways for a lot of different sounds. So if you have any questions about some of this confusing stuff here, this is a very important thing to learn for the 7-string lyre, how to tune this 3 ways. If you have questions, just put some questions down below there, and I'll answer them. So good luck, and thanks for watching.